Good morning, Facebook. Headed out this morning to work. The day has already started out challenging. My basement flooded this weekend. So having to get that repaired. And I just got the estimate. And we were just about to have a girls' night out in the basement. So if it's repaired, we will. But if not, we'll have to postpone it again. But that's not what this video is supposed to be about. This video is supposed to be about how are your negotiating skills? That's the question. How are your negotiating skills? I got a call yesterday morning. I was actually in the middle of discussing some things with someone, and I got an email saying from one of my vendors saying that they wanted to talk to me at 2 p.m. about some new things going on. And usually when you get a call like that or email like that, it's like, okay, we got a new program, or we got a new not necessarily program, but we got a new product. And we're gonna give this particular discount. So I was excited. And when I emailed the person back saying yes, 2 p.m. would be great for us to discuss the new things going on, I got a call immediately, and it was the one of the reps from the company, and they told me that they had decided to do away with a few products starting March the 8th, that they were going to take away some products, and that the new products that will replace the old would be higher. And they gave me the amount that they would be, and ladies and gentlemen, they were about 3 times higher. And I began to go, seriously? Because that's not usually how you price things. You usually kind of, 10% markup, 15% markup, but triple, like, who does that? And so of course, I was like, no, that's not gonna work for me. And the person began to do his negotiating and say, well, Naisha, we've been selling it at this rate for I don't know how many years. We've been selling at this rate for I don't know how many years, and it's just not feasible anymore. It's not profitable. And then the person went on to say, but look at your profit margins, because this is a particular product where they can actually see what I sell it for. Usually your vendor, whoever you buy a product from, won't see what you resell it for, but in this particular case they do. And so they were like, you got margin, your profit margins. And I'm like, listen, and actually, as embarrassing as it is to say, I was like, don't count my money. And I know I wasn't supposed to say that out loud, but I was just kind of perturbed. Like, how dare you tell me what I'm making off of your product? Because when I began to purchase your products, we agreed that you would charge this amount, and I would charge whatever I wanted to charge for it. So the person began to go, well, but you have the wiggle room. And I'm like, you don't know what my overhead is. You don't know what all my expenses are. So you can't tell me what my wiggle room is. And then I began to do my dance. And I began to say, here's your competitors. And I called out about 3 competitors. And I said, listen, I'll just call them up and say, hey, can you be a supplier for me now? And he was like, well, wait a minute, so on and so forth. And he began to again go back and say, well, this is what I pay for it. That's not my problem. That is not my problem. You need to go back and renegotiate with your supplier, and then you can resell it to me for whatever. That's not my problem. That was basically my stance on it. That is not my problem. What you and your vendor negotiated at, you and I, as my vendor, negotiated is this, and this is the price structure that I'm willing to pay, and I'm not willing to move. And so I said, and if it's not a good fit, then I have until the 8th to find me another vendor. and move on. And he began to say, well, wait a minute, listen, don't let anybody know about this. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to keep it at the same rate for you. I'm like, no problem. I'm glad we can come to that decision, because I will continue to do business with you. And I appreciate, you letting me know that you're not making as much as you would like to make. However, you do value my business, and you do value the partnership that I offer you. So that's basically what this video is about. Knowing how to negotiate and understanding your value, and never letting anyone box you in the corner. I've been in so many deals in my life, and I have this saying, because one of my favorite movies is Dirty Dancing with Patrick Swayze, and I always say nobody put baby in the corner. So anytime I ever feel like I'm cornered into agreeing to something or something like that, I immediately rebel. And I immediately think of that movie Dirty Dancing. Like, nobody pushes baby in the corner. It's not gonna happen. So I always understand, bring yourself out of the corner, know your value, know your worth, and negotiate well based upon those things. Today is Tuesday. It's the 1st of the month. It's time to get the money, y'all. Let's do it.